Hi guys, we are here actually with Stacey Morgan, and she's with Morgan Custom Designs. Thank you so much for the beautiful tree.
You're welcome.
This is the second year that you've been able to design my Christmas tree for us,
Yes.
and I want to tell you first and foremost, thank you.
You're welcome.
Because honestly, a 12-foot tree is a little daunting
Yes.
to do by yourself, but she loves it.
I do love it.
Yes, and tell us a little bit about Morgan Custom Designs.
Well, for probably 15 years, I've done everything from seasonal and holiday decor to designing furniture for people at market, remodels, making paint for customers, and so I just have kind of volunteer things. So,
Okay,
yeah.
so a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
So if you're looking for anything interior design, Morgan Custom Designs has you covered. I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about some like tips and tricks for Christmas decor and specifically Christmas trees.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with like the fluffing. So that in itself hurts.
It does. You wear gloves because you get scratched up.
Yes, so there are gloves that are specifically made for this.
Yes.
So what is the best thing to do? So do you think like just fluffing it all, or do you kind of like fluff half of it and then fill where we need to? What's your advice on that?
So we start with fluffing the whole tree from top to bottom. So you just work your way inside out and spreading the branches out so there's no holes. If you use mesh, you cut it in about 3-foot strips, 4-foot strips, and you just tuck it into the interior and then you kind of poof and pull out. And the ribbon, same thing, you cut it about
like these pieces right
these
here.
little mesh pieces that they're really pretty when the lights hit them. It kind of is shimmering, so it's pretty. And then with the ribbon, you also would cut in 3 or 4-foot strips. And if you have really thick ribbon, you don't need to make as many loops, but when you use thinner ribbon or less, like going, 2.5 inches wide,
Yep.
then you can make loops to take up more space.
Love
And
it.
then
You make kind of like essentially your own bows.
your own
or,
bows.
Yeah.
And you can swirl, you can make as many loops as you want. And there's no wrong way to do ribbon, but I work in a diagonal. So that's pretty much right.
And working in a diagonal, does that just give it maybe more like length to the tree? Or
Yeah, and I'm just a pattern person and symmetrical, and so I can just kind of see,
yes.
where everything is going. But some people just go in and fill in the holes with their ribbon. They do all their ornaments first and then
Do
fill
ribbon
in
afterwards.
the ribbon afterwards. So you can do it either way. There's no wrong way. My way is just to do the ribbon and all the mesh first.
Got it.
And then I start with the big ornaments, the biggest ornaments I have. I spread them all out through the tree, and then I just work, and then at the very end, I fill in with the smallest ornaments, and then the very last thing are your picks and sticks. You just stick them in
Okay.
as fillers, all through.
Where needed.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, depending on the tree, like she was recommending, I've got a 12-foot tree, so maybe getting like 5 of one, maybe the bigger balls of one color. I've actually been really bad about just buying like maybe 2 or 3 of things. I need to buy like maybe 10 of
Yes.
each thing, because guess what, guys? The back of this tree ain't even done. So, of course, no one knows that until now. I've just told everyone, but to be able to showcase the whole entire tree, you need obviously more things.
Right.
So,
And I always buy in odd numbers, so 3s, 5s. But for picks and sticks, I usually buy like 10. Because they get eaten up in the tree because the tree's so big. So I usually do 10 of one pick. But as far as ornaments go, try to always buy in odd numbers.
okay.
And that's a decorator's tip for anything in design. Whatever you're doing, you kind of do odd numbers.
So I have virtually done everything wrong. So, is what that says. I'm always like 2, 4, even, diagonal. It's like literally anything I've ever told you about design, just ignore all of that. No, that is great. So, as far as also the lights, let's talk about lights really quick, because I don't have a real tree. Mine is a pre-lit, but there can obviously be like too much going on.
Right.
But what do you think about lighting, and how do you complement, I guess, the tree? What's your kind of personal preference?
You can't have too many lights, but of course, if you buy artificial trees, they come with the lights lit already, which is great. And I don't like them blinking. I like them just to stay on all the time. But if you work with real trees, the best tip for lights is to work from the inside out.
Got it.
You don't want to see the wire.
Okay.
So working, start on the inside, wrapping, and you go over, under, and to the tips.
So again, do not do what I've done previously, and there's a big reason why Stacey's in my life. I would wrap her around my tree, and that is not right to do. So, learning so much about this.
Yeah.
So, how can people get in touch with you? I'm gonna be putting her link to her Facebook page in the comments, but is there maybe any other way?
Well, I have my own design email that's separate from my personal. So morgancustomdesign@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Email me for any questions, and then I have my Facebook, which is also Morgan Custom Design. So you can message me on there or see pictures and work that I've done
Great.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Wonderful. And she does do anything that's commercial as well. So she was known for doing in Texas where she moved from, all the dealerships, car dealerships, and all of that. So if you are looking for someone to help you with your design, give Stacey Morgan a call. And thank you again for my gorgeous tree.
I'm so glad you let